Hello, my name is Ruta and you are watching 100 Good Hair Days, which is also my mood diary. And today we are on a day number, I think 33. Yeah, 33. Numbers in the book is gonna be one number behind up until we're gonna catch up with the number, I think it was 49 or something. 46. Okay, so now we're gonna do quite avant-garde version of what we did yesterday, which was high fish tail bun. Today we're gonna do multi fishtail bun, which will involve us doing a few fishtail plaits instead of only one like we did yesterday. Okay, so the step number one is to gather all the hair up to the quite high crown. Yesterday actually I found that I had some uneven bits at the back of my hair. So when I do the hairstyle, right, when I film it, and if I don't check back, and sometimes even if I check back, and also that happens in my normal life, I sometimes have these kind of like a little clumps or bits of the hair that kind of are stuck together, and it actually, for my hair, is actually pretty hard not to have them. I don't know why. Well, probably it's because my hair are very tangly. I call it tangly because they like to become really tangled. They tangle. So I think that's what happens. Okay, so today I'm just gonna double check. So the front looks okay, the side looks okay, the other side, let's just give it extra brush, and now I'll check it in the rear view mirror. It's a bit shadow there, but it looks like it's pretty smooth when I touch it like that. Okay, so let's hope that the back looks pretty neat. By the way, I was looking at the camera and I look so white. I'm quite light, but my skin is not really that white. I think it's the filter that I'm using. I like this filter with the, I think there is day and something. I don't know if that's the one that I have today. It's very good for the light, especially if you don't have a perfect lighting. So it changes the light, so you can see it clearly and it doesn't look shadowy. Okay, so after we done high ponytail, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create multiple fishtails, okay? Fishtail plaits. So it says in the book like 4 or 5. I'm gonna do 4 because it's less and I think it's gonna be more than enough. It's very good for the hair that are thin, and in the book it says also it's good for the hair that has been chemically processed. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm kind of like, I divided the hair in half and I'm just tying half of the hair away so that you don't really, well, so it wouldn't get in the way and I can just work on fishtail plaits without taking any hair that I'm not supposed to be taking, because with the fishtail, that's one funny thing that happens is like, it's very easy to kind of grab a little bit odd bits of hair, and that kind of, oh, I lost my grip, literally one of the grips, and I'm just basically, it can become really messy if you use, let's say you do the fishtail and then you grab the piece of strand of hair that doesn't belong with that fishtail, then it becomes like very messy. Okay, so now I divided my hair in 2 parts, put one aside, use the grip, then divided the rest of the hair in 2 parts, and then use the grip to put it backwards so it's not in my way, because I'm gonna do it kind of like this, because I can see it like that. Okay, so starting with the first one, this is gonna take a while. Okay, so what I did in my background, I actually didn't film it, but so I done for fishtail plaits, and the final part is what we do is we wrap each of the individual fishtail plait around the hairband, secure it with the grip as we go. So I actually use these colorful little hair bands because they're really secure. And what I'm gonna do now, so I'm wrapping one of them. I'm not sure actually, should I think I'm just gonna take out this. I'm taking out this band because I think otherwise it's gonna be too colorful. I won't be able to hide it under the fishtail plaits. So, and I'm just using this little grip to secure my little plait there. And I'm doing this. Now I'm gonna use this to kind of like wrap around that little bit which is sticking out. So it's gonna kind of like hide that previous fishtail plait end. And I'm securing it with a hair grip here. Now I'm using this fishtail plait, third one, and I'm just wrapping it around as well. So it's just, I'm just kind of like creating this mess type of mess, but it's a bit avant-garde mess thing. And I have some extra bonus things which I'm gonna use, and you're gonna see. In this bit I'm actually just gonna wrap it like this. So I wrapped it around the back here, and I use the clip to secure it. I might remove some clips because what I decided to use is these awesome bobbing pins. So this is actually gonna look really nice. I might even remove the grips, because the grips, what they are doing, they're actually keeping the fishtail plaits in place. So look, now I put it there, and I'm actually removing this hair grip because I think this is going to be enough to secure it. No, actually something else is sticking out. So I'm just adding another bobbing pin. Bobby pin? It sounds like a question mark, which it is. Is it bobby pin or bobbing pin? Because, you know, bobbing like this. Okay. And also I wanna add a little bit of a pearly look up here. So I'm using one of these in here. It could be used as one of the, like, you know, ball hairstyles if you go to some fancy party or something. I just used one at my back. I'm trying to see how it looks like from the back. Okay, I think I need a couple more because I don't want to over decorate it, but at the same time I like this look of white pearls, and it looks pretty cute, I would say. Right, then I have these huge ones. I don't know, should I use it? I don't want to ruin the style by overdoing it. You know what, I think I'm gonna stay away from these giant ones. So I have two ginormous ones. I think they're a little bit too heavy. So I will only use a couple more of these. So one I'm gonna put kind of like right in the middle here. And another one. Let me see. Okay, back. I think maybe looks somewhere on front here. Okay, so this is the, what was the name? Fishtail Bun, and it looks pretty impressive. I like it. Right, the part where I talk about my mood, and today we're gonna have these butterfly earrings because I think it's cute with this. I feel very hungry right now. I'm not hungry yet, but I feel very hungry, and I also feel very supported because I just had a call with one colleague of mine, and we were talking about making things happen. And actually I don't like these earrings. Wait a minute, I need to get so right, it's not that I don't like these earrings, but I think these are too white and that has silver tone, so it didn't really look good visually. So what I'm doing, I'm just using these pearly looking earrings, which is gonna go with my idea of my hair as well. So I feel good because I feel supported by my friends. Friends are the family that we choose. And one of them I just spoken to. We met in Bali this year when I was doing my teacher's qualification on metaphysical anatomy certification. And you know, like sometimes you don't get to speak with some people that much, but then you catch up at some time and then you just feel like really supported. So that's exactly what happened. And yeah, so apart from being hungry, otherwise I'm okay. There is some another thing that I'm feeling right now. There is a part of me, so there are lots of parts in each of us, but in me at the moment I'm also feeling one part of me who's scared of making huge changes and kind of creating life that I want. So there is part in me which does not believe that I can create the life that I want because it doesn't really recognizes its value. So that part's value. So the part is disconnected from my sense of value, and therefore it kind of like I feel some resistance to what I'm doing right now. And in emotionally integrative approach, what we do is, instead of like, no, this is nonsense, we kind of like, we take it, we look at it, and then we kind of like take it as part of ourselves. So by even speaking about it right now, what I'm doing, I'm recognizing and I'm validating the part in me which feels like a small child. So probably it has been created when I was pretty small and I was not able to do things for myself. So it was probably some situation or a series of situations where I really wanted something and I couldn't get it. And I didn't want things to be the way they were, but I couldn't change them. Because when we are children, we are not able to do that. And sometimes we take this feeling of restriction and limitation into our adult life. And therefore, even though we can already do, whatever we choose to do, in most cases, there is still this feeling of restriction and that we can't quite do what we want to do. So, so the question of the day for me and the energy for me today to work with is, what is preventing me right now to really build the life that I want? Because I did some steps and now it feels like I stopped because there is some resistance. So that's what is going on right now. Okay. So you're not seeing end result, you're seeing me in the middle of processing it. And the purpose of the mood diary in me talking about what I feel authentically is to understand that, you know, like all the teachers and all the gurus and all the people who speak about stuff, you know, metaphysical stuff, law of attraction and things like that, we don't really at the end point of the bliss 24/7. None of us are. I'm talking about the human species. You know, they say if we were already enlightened to the degree and so evolved that there is nothing for us in here, we wouldn't be in here. So we are in here because there is something for us to learn, to process, to expand, and I'm in the process of doing that today. So my wish for you today is, if there is something that you're struggling with right now, is to recognize it is normal. Nothing has gone wrong with you. Whatever is happening is because of experiences in your life that you had, because of interpretations that you made, because of beliefs that you have picked up, and some of the beliefs might be not even yours. And at the moment, the way you're experiencing the situation and you're struggling with it, it's not because there is something wrong with you, it's because everything is right with you. So you're recognizing that the situation that you're struggling with is not in your highest alignment and is not in your path of joy. So there is something that needs to change, right? So there is something that could be done better, right? So there is some adjustments that you need to make, and it's not to kind of make yourself even work harder or stricter, is to kind of like recognize the other aspects that are suffering because of the situation and do things, change things in a way that those other aspects of you that are suffering right now are taken into consideration. So in my case, how it looks like, okay, I am taking into consideration the aspect of me who is hopeless about being able to create the life for me that I want. And I understand that from that perspective, it looks impossible, hopeless, helpless, and kind of like a futile process. So I'm not going to require from myself to go like with the blinders, but I will consider that when doing things. And when this feeling will appear, I will recognize it and I will recognize validity of it. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Meanwhile, have a wonderful beginning of your week and enjoy your Monday. Bye.